If you've ever wanted to play like a professional player, there are 4 things that you need to make sure that you master: health management, setting up for plays, following through with your plays, and recovering from said plays. Without them, you just be running around hoping and waiting for someone dumb enough to let you kill them. Okay. So today, my goal is to help you think and play like a pro, specifically one of the most undisputed best players in the world, Imperialhal.
150 on this guy thinks I'm cheating. Oh my god!
We're going to break down how, and most importantly, when does Hal keep up his health? If you don't have health, you can't push, you can't poke, and you most definitely cannot defend yourself against players aggressively looking to push you. We'll also take a look at how does Hal set himself up for pushes and plays. Bad players wait to push, while pros set themselves up to push. And lastly, we'll examine how Hal follows through after he sets up those plays. How does he actually get himself into the fight, and how does he wrap everything up quickly to recover and get ready to rinse and repeat to do it all over again to the next team while being full HP. Today, we are reviewing a pro, but if you want your own clips broken down to see what you're struggling with, you gotta join my Discord server. Or if you want to ask your questions in the moment while we review your clips, join my weekly Thursday night class. Every week, I review your clips at 8:30 p.m. EST. I answer your questions live, and it's the best way to get to know what you are doing right and wrong. The link to join the class and the link for the Discord server will be in the description down below. Now, this gameplay from 3 years ago is obviously hella old, and there are tons of things that have changed since. Legend changes, meta, different ways that guns work. Things are completely different, but that's not going to change how we are going to be approaching this video. Whether this was brand new and happened today, or whether it happened 4 years ago or 5 years ago, the strategies that Hal's implementing and the way that he's playing is still very on point with what you are going to be wanting to focus on.
Cameo, thanks for the prime.
2 teams, 6 teams here.
I'm landing command center. Oh, like on the left side.
Team to our far left. And where's the other team? And the other team is on the other side. So right now we're in the absolute middle. If we were to try and pick a fair fight with any of these teams, the other team would immediately third us. So how is Hal going to manage his health, and then how is he going to set himself up to be able to take a fight with one of these 2 teams? Looks like they choose not to take a fight, and instead they choose to maybe rotate out. Or did this team? So this team actually left where they were, and now they're looking to fight this team. Whoa, 4 people. So this is 2 teams.
It's 2 teams. It's 2 teams. Zach, you're an idiot.
I'm gonna land. All
right, Zach right now in the middle.
I'm trying to anchor for you.
Hal, to start off this fight, again, starting off with the very first thing, health management. How is Hal making sure that he can keep up his health so that he can set himself up for a push, he can set himself up to defend a team pushing him, or how can he set up to just do anything that might be like relative to his goal? Right now, Hal is focusing on positioning himself to look at what he wants to look at. So this could be, considered part of his setup, but he's managing his health by putting cover on the side where other teams are playing, or where other people are playing that he maybe doesn't want to fight. For example, there's a player right here. There's multiple players right here. So this right side of our screen, his right side, is a very dangerous situation. He's gonna do something super simple. He's just going to cut off that line of sight so that they can't engage with him, and he can engage with what he wants to look at. This is a very basic skill that a lot of people don't have, where they're always visible to everyone around them, and then they're constantly getting shot. And because they're constantly getting shot, they can't do anything with it.
Within this building. Someone is in this building under me. On the
Huge
outside,
damage. He's not ready to play off of that, because again, that's not really his main goal. His main goal is the first team, not the second team. So, how did he manage his health right there? Again, I'm going to take a step back, and by creating space, he makes it so that this person can't force himself on top of Hal. Think of it, how many times have you swung someone, and now that you're swung, you're locked in on top of that person's body. He's now forced to fight you. You made that fight happen. That's exactly what Hal kept from happening right here. This team was putting pressure on him. They were working their way up on him. So he backed off. And because he created that space, he's no longer getting swung on. He's instead just getting pushed too. So he's able to, again, keep using the cover right here of his rock that he gave him. And now he's able to catch the person who is pushing through all of that open space that Hal created.
Peek this, I can again. Break in the open.
Give me a minute, Daddy.
What a
Really good damage. And now he's just
I'm
gonna
gonna go in bar.
take a second and reset here.
Lose that 1v1, I'm gonna suck your dick.
Oh. Yo? He's one shot, bro. He's one.
Raz.
I'll go back.
So they just wiped the whole first team, and now it's the second team, but in this case here, they're trading knocks. So how are we going to manage our health, and then how are we going to set up for a push? Unless this team makes a major mistake in we don't actually have to push, they just, you know, die on the push.
I'm popping a penis real quick.
Looking in the direction that this team is going to be playing.
Oh wow, there's a ball right here.
I let them crack me on purpose.
Cutting off those line of sight so that we can focus on specific sides.
He's on your bottom, on the other side.
Amazing pre-fire.
Oh my god, you just fucked that guy.
He can't look because he just got hit, so he's going to use the fact that he can't look as a chance to walk up.
Nice. Look at this guy's on the 2-story. On the roof.
I think Zach picked up the knock. I don't know what happened right there. Did he phase out? That looked like a Pathfinder. Did he grapple out?
I cracked him.
Oh my god, you just fucked that
Gets
guy.
here. So that's Pathfinder. Hits him for almost all his shield. He can't peek. He doesn't have any health to stick himself out in the open. So realistically, it's either create space to avoid getting swung or take the swing that's about to happen to you.
On the John.
There he is right there. He grappled out. Okay. Pathfinder
This
resets.
guy's on the 2-story.
How's looking?
I'm coming, bitch.
Player's taking damage. He doesn't have as much health to work with.
Nice.
Nice, good kills. Alright, so when we watch this back, what was Hal doing this whole time to managing his health? All he's doing to manage his health is, one, he's staying relatively close to something that he can step back into, so he's always playing off of cover. Two, he's using his cover to block off the line of sight that other players have on him. So he's got two people off to his left. And this is something that I say in all of my videos. You shouldn't be waiting to see where someone's playing. You know that if he's going to play, there's only two spots he can play: in cover or off on the corner of his cover where he's going to fight and he's going to engage you from. So here comes the setup. Hal is going to make sure that he won't let this person look at him. He's going to pre-fire, and with that pre-fire, one of two things is going to happen. One, he's going to stay where he is in cover, or two, he's going to stick out and he's going to instantly get hit. And if he's getting hit, he's going to want to look away. And with that player looking away, he's able to look harder for someone else who doesn't have the support from his teammates. A lot of people think that you need to have a knock or you need to have a break to be able to do something. All Hal is doing is almost like he's anchoring from a certain position. He's making one person look away, and then he uses that to focus on someone else. And then he puts damage on that other person. That person can't fight. And he uses that person not being able to fight to focus on someone else. So he's constantly making people disengage, become passive, become submissive, and then his teammates, or in some situations, I'm sure we'll see later in the video, Hal uses that to go and make swings happen. Right here, same thing. Pressures him, hits shots, and he uses the fact that he can't look as a chance to start walking up. The only way that you can really defend against getting walked up on is either doing your best to peek and hold, but you don't have the health to do that, or create space, move. That also puts you in the open.
On the roof.
And then they just hold the open spaces, they hold the angles on where this person needs to go if they want to get out of this fight, and then his teammates basically just wipe. Hal is just holding that open space. So if he steps into that open space, Hal just catches him and knocks him. Oh, shit, what just happened? Looks like we're experiencing some technical difficulties right now, chat. In the meantime, while we fix this, I just want to say, guys, thank you so much for 250,000 subscribers. Thank you for all the love and all the support and all the interactions with my content on this channel over the last few years. To celebrate 250,000 subscribers, we just dropped our third limited edition merch drop. For a limited time, when you guys purchase any of the items from the new drop, you will instantly gain access to our Thursday night VOD review classes for free. Even if you buy just one t-shirt from our merch drop, you will unlock 4 1-hour classes with me so that we can go over your gameplay together and break down how you're managing your health, setting yourself up for pushes, and how you can work on your follow-through and where you're struggling with your resets. So make sure to check out our website, and hey, if there's anything that catches your eye, make sure to check it out and come on over and visit us in our Thursday night classes. Editor, did you get the video working? We're good to go? All right, let's get back into it. All right, so team on streamer building. How are we going to manage our health? How are we going to set up for a push? How are we going to follow through? And how are we going to recover if things aren't going our way?
Ooh.
Right now, team is playing height.
One just jumped.
Oh, one jump.
Third floor.
Al's playing really tight head glitches.
I'm not less.
He's avoiding.
I'm burning.
He's peeking away before he gets broke. And with all the damage he put in, that team has to also pop heals. He's going to use this to start walking up for free. His health management was playing head glitches. His setup was doing a little bit of damage and then just walking through.
I'm getting held in right now. Oh, I can't even cross right now.
Push that player back, swung them, locked him in.
Shit on it.
Where's he here in players?
Drum padding?
Playing on the height. First
Where
floor.
the fuck are they?
Your dad?
The Octane's running away outside.
And because there's no pressure on him, it's easy for him to kind of just walk around.
Oh, he's running.
For these players here.
My man's gone.
I cracked him.
He's healing.
I stunned myself. Getting shot by a new team now.
Did we finish
All right, so here's the issue. Right now we have a team on height. If we try to push this team, it's really easy for them to just shoot us while we run through the open. If they want to push us, it's really easy for us to shoot them while they run through the open. So who is going to push who? This is like the main question that we need to ask ourselves when we start fighting. Do they need to push us? Do we need to push them? If the answer is no to both, well then it really comes down to whoever makes the push is typically who's gonna like have the most control over this fight. Now, Hal is needing to keep up his health so that he can follow through with a push, and he's doing that by playing this really tight head glitch to the cover. A really easy way to gauge how close you are or how much of your body's exposed is basically using your reticle or your scope as like a really rough idea. For instance, the closer that your reticle is to the cover, the least amount of your body is exposed. You can think of like your sight, this bracket here, this is like your head almost. So if your head is touching what's giving you cover, you're really close to it. If your eyes are really close to what's giving you cover, you are insanely close to it. So probably right now, a sliver of Hal's head is sticking out. So right now, as Hal is starting to peek and pick up this damage, he's keeping himself really close to this cover. He's unpeaking before he gets broke. A lot of bad players typically peek until they get shit on, and then at that point, it's too late. You're already dead. So Hal right now is doing just an amazing job of peeking in and out of his cover, exposing himself here as little as possible. As he's getting damage, that pushes players back. They want to stop looking. They're going to use that to heal. And that is how Zach and Blur are walking up right now. As they push those players back off a little bit of damage, it doesn't have to be a lot, just a little bit of pressure pushes people back. That's you walking forward into the field, closing that space between you and them. If this team wants to play height, Hal right now is setting up to be able to do that. The only way that you're going to take height is by, either climbing or taking staircase, zipline, whatever. But when you get up to that height, as you climb up, you're exposed. You can't really fight back easily. Hal is hopefully here, throwing that thermite to make it uncomfortable for them to play up there. That way, as he starts walking up, there's a little bit less pressure. Right there, Pathfinder gets broke. If you're broke, you don't want to fight someone face to face. You need to create space. If Hal doesn't force that fight, this Pathfinder gets away for free, right? That person wants to move away. Now we need to follow through, right? Jumps in, forces that fight with that player, locks him into that fight. That's the setup, and now we have a really easy fight for the rest of this team here. And now it's really just a matter of trying to follow through again and again and again and use any type of mechanics or locations or positions within this building to put the rest of the players on your screen now that you have this big advantage of having one extra player on your team compared to your opponents.
My man's gone.
I cracked him.
He's healing.
So when we go back, right, and we watch how he just pushed that building and how he took that fight with that team. Nothing Hal did there was like, whoa, oh my god, mine expanded 900 IQ. It was all very basic little things that when you do them in succession, when you do them in succession, when you do them one by one or one after the other, when you do them in a row, it's just a little advantage on top of another little advantage on top of another little advantage, another, and it stacks up so insanely quick.
Are you guys coming up the hill or what? What are they doing?
Dude,
Another team on the left.
Zach,
Another
what are
team
you
on the
doing,
left.
you fucking idiot?
Oh, I guess I smell really good or something, bro.
Something that's really funny about Zach. Zach is always running through the open with no cover. He's always playing in the middle of the open, shooting people from the middle of the open. Hal is always playing right next to cover.
Good.
Even though he's moving around, he's always right next to something that he can step in and out of.
Everyone wants.
And Hal always has health, so Hal is always able to shoot.
Popping a med.
Yeah, you can.
Also, super simple. I say this all the time. If you're not doing this, you're throwing. You're not shooting players, you're shooting where they should be playing. You're shooting right off of their cover. And if you just shoot where they should be playing, and you just focus on shooting as straight as possible, you're going to hit people no matter what. Hal's pre-firing, push that person back into the cover, and now they get to look, they get to move around a little bit more
They're
quickly.
pushing up a little bit.
So, health management.
My west by the truck.
Putting rocks between us and our opponents. Setups. Pre-firing where people are coming out from.
We're getting shot on the right also.
It's the horizon, he's
Follow
really close.
through. He can't look. I'm just going to start sliding my way on forward. I'm going to start closing this gap on him. Okay, Hal has to reset. He just got hit really hard, right? If Hal keeps trying to play after taking all his shield off or losing all his shield, he's going to have such little health that it's going to be really easy to just, boom, get knocked. So what does Hal do?
I need all that.
Gun down, gives him more movement speed, starts sliding back, plays tight to his cover, and, oh! Does this knock him? Oh my god. If he didn't start his battery half a second as early as he did, like if he started it half a second late, this grenade is going to kill him. Oh, actually not. Surprising. I thought that would hit for 100. Easy. Insane clutch. And now that there's no pressure, he's going to start walking on up. There's nothing happening to him. He can't really see what's happening. He has the exact same angle as his teammates. Look, we're all in a line looking at this same thing. So if Zach is shooting at this player, well, he doesn't want to look. He's going to look away. And now that he's looking away because of Zach, well, now Blur can't see. And now Hal can't see. So Hal needs to start making sure that he can find an angle, a setup, to look at individual players that is different than his teammates. I can't see anything. I'm gonna start walking on up.
Oh my god,
I have lots of health to work with. I don't need to be full HP to take a fight.
What's on my right?
This guy standing in the open gets caught. Hal doesn't like it. He's gonna reset.
Above? The horizon?
Create space.
40 on him.
Recharging my shields.
I'm Phoenixing, I guess.
All right, health management, setup, follow through. I can't see anything from where I am, so I need to position myself better. No one's putting pressure on me, so I actually don't need to set up. My follow through.
I'm walking
Sliding,
up with Phoenix.
bunny hopping to keep my momentum. Huge damage on him.
Oh my god.
He can't fight. I'm gonna use that to walk up.
Team right here, Patty. Oh no! To the northwest!
Nice.
Northwestern region!
Here's the reset, armor swap,
I'm gonna
creating
Wait, someone else
space,
self-res.
covering himself in the direction that team was fighting him from.
Oh, what the fuck?
I shot on.
All right. So now we're in the next stage of the fight. It's just fight after fight after fight. There's no breaks here. A lot of just little basic things. They didn't finish wiping. I don't know if this is a full team or not. They just killed 2 on team 1. Team 2 is thirding all the way off to the right. So he's going to cover himself in regards to that team. He's always going to put cover between him in that direction, his right side. Camera's flipped, so it's actually like over here for you. This is the main goal. This is the closest team to us. This is the team that has the easiest opportunity to swing, lock us in the open, and force us to fight them. How do we manage our health against 2 teams in 2 different directions? How do we set up to push one of these teams? And then how do we follow through to actually get ourselves in front of that team to fight?
Oh, what the fuck?
Someone just gets
shot on
knocked, so
Seer, I
now
shot
we
on the
have to
Seer.
create a reset here.
I'm insisting. I'm
Oh, yeah, go
inserting
back,
it.
go back.
Hal's using
my
this
God,
portal.
I'm
He's
getting
creating
shot at.
space from
pulling you
everybody,
away.
trying to get us out of the open and blocking the direction that we're getting shot from. This team on the far right side can't touch us, so we only need to worry about the team that's directly in front of
Oh,
us.
he's zipping on us, zipping.
Holding that angle,
150.
free firing that zip line lands
I'm gonna
tons
run.
of damage.
Alright, cracked octane. Yeah, we're
Here's
both
the
GPs.
reset.
I'm
Oh, gold
batting.
bag
Oh, I
reset.
can't
That's
hold.
clutch. Oh, I just thirsted from the floor. Okay, so we're hitting the reset. Blur is trying to recover us.
I'm gonna res.
Blur is trying to hold,
Alright,
rather.
cracked octane.
Blur doesn't have any shield, so this team now gets to start walking up for free.
Yeah, we both GPs. I'm
They
batting.
thirst
Oh, I can't
through
hold.
the floor, through under the truck. Now we're in a situation where there's absolutely no one on our team holding off this other one, right? Right now, we are being passive. This entire game, we have been pre-firing people, keeping them from looking at us, hitting people for even 20, less than 50 damage, and using that to make them passive look away so that we can walk up more often, more easily, more consistently. This is exactly now what's happening to us. Zach is out of the fight, Blur is healing, he's also out of the fight, and we have not been putting pressure on this team. So now, hypothetically, I don't know if it's a full team or not, we have 3 people trying to put pressure, set up, and close on us. We need to defend ourselves. Realistically, what should happen is, well, they can't see us because we're behind cover. The only thing they can do to fight us is push. And if you're going to push, you need to move through the open space that we created for you. We portaled from where we were to where we are. They have to cover all that distance that we made for them. So, if we peek out, we should be catching people in the open. This team has to move up. We're going to catch them as they step out in the open. Because he's in the open, he's just free shots. That's 1 player down.
Nice.
Good aim.
Bro, if you have to.
How are we going to play off of this now? Rinse and repeat. They still have to move through the open. Next player, absolutely decimated. He doesn't have any health to fight. If he tries to peek, he's only a couple shots from getting knocked. He physically has no health to peek. So this is a free chance to start walking up. We can't see this team anymore. The only way to play off of what we did is following through. So the setup was us holding our angles and catching players in the open. Our health management was playing head glitches and playing tight to our cover. The follow-through, how complex is our follow-through right now? Taking our portal right to where that fight was. Gun down to move fast, lock that player in the open,
There's shit on, there's shit on, there's shit on.
force them to fight us.
Go back and Moby, go back and Moby. on
Gun
my
down to
box,
keep
please.
moving fast and
gonna
see
go
what's
get him.
going on. Can't see him. Bunny hopping to keep our momentum. Now we just get to wipe for free. So again, did we do anything insane right there? No. Not a single crazy play was done. There wasn't an elaborate way to catch people off guard or to make people make mistakes. All we did was create space. And with that space, if they want to fight us, they have to move through the open. And if they're moving in the open, well, we get to shoot them for free.
Up top, all the way up top, all the way top.
That was the last one. Nice work.
Is he? Crave on there. I'm Charlie this guy.
Oh, I forgot that the glass was broken in this in
Knocked
these
him.
seasons. So you actually shoot people on the height.
I need to grab some ammo off of these guys.
All right, now let's look at zone. I think the last 2 teams are in this area. I could be wrong about where the actual... This is obviously team 1. I don't know where team 2 is. But right now, Hal and his team are closest to the zone already. They're going to rotate in early, and this team has to find a way to work their way in. So Hal and them, they don't need to, if they play it this way, they get to zone first. They don't need to set up for damage. They don't need to set up for a push, because this team is forced to walk into the open anyways. They're forced to expose themselves, so there's nothing to set up in this situation. The only thing that Hal and their team has to do, granted, if they only have to fight this one individual team, they just need to keep up their health so that they can keep punishing this team for stepping into the open.
Taking shots. Reloading.
Huge armor swap,
We just play endgame and
Kraber,
not fucking
clutch.
this up. What did I just say? Fucking this up?
Reloading.
Yeah. I'm coming up to you.
Oh, right here on my ping. It's a Wraith.
They have another
Catching
Kraber.
this
They give
team
me a
for doing
Kraber
what
on
they
the
have
left.
to do.
Well, there's a Wraith right here portaling into our building. On to you, Hal.
Yeah, yes.
I'm with you, Al. I'm with you,
He's
Al.
underneath, he's underneath. Where the fuck is
I
he?
can't see. I can't.
How do you
see.
get out of
on
that?
the right side?
They bubbled, they bubbled.
Knocked him. I knocked
You
Where'd
him.
the kitty come
blocking me,
from?
you fucking dipshit.
We'll go fight the Gippy then. You.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
The
I was
Gibby's in
getting
front of me.
kidnapped by Zach.
Crack the Gibby.
Come on
Not
back,
Gibby.
Al.
Dead. There's a Valk right here on my ping.
All right, last team. What are we going to do? Manage our health. We're going to get tight to this
behind
cover.
the-
No pressure on us. We get to walk
the
up for
containers.
free.
Alright,
We
move,
get to
move.
force
How
this
many? How
team
many?
to fight us.
I just saw one. Got him.
Okay, just...
And because there's no pressure, we just walked up and they just went.
I'm pretty sure Hal had a 5K.
So let's kind of go back and let's just kind of like recap everything in that video. There's so There's so many basic things. I don't really think anything advanced happened in that entire fight. There was no crazy movement. There was no absolutely wild, insane aimbot. Obviously, Hal on MK has amazing aim compared to majority of players, but he didn't do anything mind-blowingly wild. He was just very, very good at making sure he could keep fighting. And because he could always fight, he kept making sure that he was setting himself up to shoot his gun. And because he was always shooting his gun, he was always able to keep moving up. And because he was always able to keep moving up, he was always able to keep shooting. And because he was always continuously shooting while he moved up, he was always able to keep getting knocks. Everything that you do in Apex is a setup for the next thing. So when you sit and you wait to see what happens in a situation where anyone can make a move, things just happen. And now you're stuck in that fight. And now you're the one who's now getting pushed instead of being the one that is pushing. And you're always in this disadvantage where you're the last to know what's actually happening. So by working towards setting up for a push, by working towards controlling what other players are doing, you are always one step ahead for the most part. Now, when we go back and we rewatch all of Hal's individual clips, and I'll leave this for you as homework, watch how does that player take control, not over the fight, but how do they remove the options that other players have? That is the biggest difference between low-level players and high-level players. At the highest level, the main difference is you're going to take away options from other players. And because they don't have as many options, you're going to use that against them. I'm going to take away your ability to peek for free, and I'm going to use that against you. I'm going to use the fact that you don't have health to look at our team and hold this off, and I'm going to use that against you. How does the pro that you're watching take options away from people, and how do they use it against them? That is one of the most important things that you want to be looking out for when you're watching your favorite pro play. Now, if you enjoyed that video and you want to continuously get better at Apex Legends, make sure that you like the video, that you subscribe to the channel, and you turn on notifications so that you are always notified whenever we drop a new educational piece of content like this. And as well, if you want to continuously get better at Apex Legends that much faster, consider booking a coaching session with me with the link in the description down below. And as well, if you guys want to actually have your own clips reviewed in a video like this, join our Discord server. Link your clips either to a YouTube link or preferably the actual video file in our Discord server. And maybe we'll make a video just like this on YouTube where we go over your clips, what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong, and how you can make improvements. Even better, if you want to talk one-on-one with me in a group session with a bunch of other people where we review everyone's clips all together and ask me questions with things that maybe you're not too comfortable with, like different mechanics that you could use or different ways that you can peek and keep up your health, make sure to join our Thursday night classes every single Thursday at 8:30 p.m. EST. I'll talk with you guys actually in person in a Discord call, and it's really affordable. For just $5 a week, you guys can show up to a 1-hour class, which is way more affordable than a $40 to $50 one-on-one coaching session. It's the best bang for your buck if you are genuinely looking to get better at Apex Legends. With that all being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later.